Alright guys, so another first watch, Batman, Mask of the Phantasm. Now, I have seen every live-action Batman movie besides the 1961, but besides that I have seen all the live-action Batman movies, and I've seen a couple of the animated Batman movies, and I'm not really a comic book person, but Batman in film I think is really really cool, and I would eventually want to go and dive into those comics, but I just haven't had a chance in life yet. But the Batman movies, for the most part, I've enjoyed most of them. I have seen almost every single live action one, and I have seen a couple of the animated ones like Killing Joke, the Cape Crusaders one that came out a couple of years ago. So Batman has been something that I have enjoyed in terms of the films. I think the films are really fun and entertaining, and some of them are even some of the best comic book movies ever. Just watching them, like a couple of them blow me away. Like the Batman Begins is my favorite Batman movie, so it's interesting to go from that to watch the animated movies because Mask of the Phantasm, again, this is a first watch. And the basic plot is that Batman is framed by a new person who's trying to frame him, a new villain, and he has to unravel the mystery of it while dealing with this romance that is kind of going on the south side, and also dealing with other villains that might appear in the movie. So I think that's really cool. And the story in this is really, really well done because it's about, again, by Batman being framed by this guy who is trying to, like, really framing him bad, and he has to find the culprit. And the thing I do love about this movie is that this is an animated movie and it feels incredibly theatrical. Like, it feels like you could watch this in live action. Like, it looks and feels that way. And even though it's animated, there's so much emotion on these characters' faces. The way that they respond, the way that they give off reactions feels like you're not watching a cartoon. And I'm not trying to say cartoon isn't a detriment to any cartoons, but you know what I mean. Like, I feel like there is a difference between live action and animated in terms of like how people are animated, and these feel and look like very human characters, and I love that. I love that you can feel so invested in these characters that are cartoons. So I think that's really incredibly executed very well, and how everybody is drawn. And the action in this as well feels like it comes straight out of something you could watch in a live action Batman movie. Like, the action is truly, truly, like, honestly kind of groundbreaking in this movie. Like, it's really incredible that I did watch a little bit of the show as a kid that this is based on, and I've also seen the Return of the Joker one that is based on this continuity as well, I think. But this one, in terms of like action, really does draw me in because it feels, again, like the characters, it feels so real and so strong. And you really get invested with the characters, so whenever the action happens, it works very well. And my biggest pull from this movie, besides the action, besides the acting, is the ending, which the ending is very bittersweet. It works on a note that works very well for Batman, at least from what I've seen from the movies, is that Batman doesn't get a happy ending, and it works in just how his character, what he goes through in the movie, and it really is a sad, very well done ending, and I really do love the bittersweetness of it. So this one is just one that I really did enjoy. Mask of the Phantasm was a really well done movie, and it's very well done on the fact that it's animated, but it feels like a live action movie with how strong the emotions are for the characters, how great the action is. This truly is a really great Batman movie, and it's only an hour and 16 minutes long, and it feels theatrical, and it looks theatrical, and everything about it is really, really great. This is a real surprise. I've always heard people say this is a great movie, but I really did enjoy Mask of the Phantasm. So that's my thoughts on Batman, Mask of the Phantasm. Tell me down below what you think of this movie, and thank you guys so much for watching.